Hi, I'm Frances TREJO-LAY. People call me Frankie. In 2022, I published my first ever piece in a collaborative book by Red Thread Publishing called Sanctuary. I had such a great experience that when a subsequent book project came up, I put my name forward to be mentor. So myself and another author, published author named Jessica Goldmoon Stokes, put our names forward for planting the seed. And through that, we met and became really close to Barbara Muckle, Sheila Manhanga, and Maya Lieberman, and we started working with them. And then in the course of writing, each person is responsible for writing a 3,000 word chapter on a theme. And this theme, Planting the Seed, is about the seeds that we plant in our lives to create a more hopeful future. How do we take our experiences in our lives and draw meaning from them and make a hopeful future for ourselves and for our readers? So as we were working on this project, we had deadlines and things to turn in, and we realized that every person who comes to Red Thread needs some kind of support. If we all knew how to publish our own books, we'd be doing it. So Sierra offers education on how to write a story, how to edit a story, and how to publish it and how to market it. So in the course of 12 weeks, we are meant to write a chapter. So one of our first deadlines, we realized that the support that we were offering Sheila wasn't enough. She was an author who needed someone to help type for her. She was an author that needed, And as a mentor, I made the personal decision to go ahead and be her typing hands and help her create that story, because her story was worth telling. So over the course of, I want to say 4 to 6 weeks, we met by telephone, and realized that we have an 8-hour difference between California and where she is in the UK. So we had to coordinate our times, and she basically told me her story, and I typed as fast as I could. Then the next session, I had questions for her, and then I typed some more. So we met and did that several times a week, and respecting each other's need to do things as well. It was intense, but we were able to also, live our lives, and I was able to help mentor other writers in this book. When we had our notes together, we talked to one another about what order to put this story in, and then we figured out that the best way to do that is to start from the life-changing event, and then just really show her determination, because this is who she is. This is who she is now. Who you see before you is this resilient, determined woman who has goals in her life, who has dreams, and is fulfilling them. And we wanted to tell the story of how she got there. So we put it in the right order, we assembled these notes, and then we handed it to our editor. The story was emerging, and we gave this to our editor, who Dr. Audrey McKeon, and she did her editing magic and gave us back the story. And then when she gave us back the story, we just made some editing changes, basically a word here and there, switching Americanisms to British phrases, because Sheila is using this book for her British audience. So that was basically our process. And I also want to share a bit about, I'm so proud of what we did together in this book, all 11 authors, and the beautiful work that came from this. Each story has its own message, its own vibe, its own offers. Each author has its own offers. for her readers. And together, there's just this magic in these pages, because we worked individually and supported each other. So I was proud enough to submit this book for a Nautilus Book Award. So I'm happy to say that we won the Nautilus Book Award Silver Prize for Rising to the Moment. So this is an international award for a organization that recognizes books about social change, personal growth, spirituality, and it's an international book award. Anybody from any country can submit a book for consideration. And it opens again in September of this year. So make sure if you wrote a book, submit it. You have to, there's many categories that are available, and I'm so proud that we won. Jessica Goldman-Stokes won for a solo book that she wrote. Sierra won a gold prize for a solo book she submitted. Another author also won. So in the 3 years that Red Thread Publishing has existed, we have 5 Nautilus Book Award winners. So there's something here. There's a magic here in this space. And for anyone who puts himself out there, for any woman who puts herself out there in the community for Red Thread, asks for support, support will be offered. And anyone who gives support, people who raise their hands to give feedback for each other's work, who raise their hands to purchase one another's books, and to share their books with their audiences. We build each other up. We help ourselves become bestseller. We help each other become bestsellers. And more importantly, we get our message out there. And I'm very proud of Sheila and her effort. I'm very eager to see what this win will offer her as an author and as a woman determined to make a difference in the world. Thank you.